All right, guys, welcome to the stream. About to get started here. We're gonna have round one pairings up in just a moment. So the way it's gonna work tonight, this is for all you guys too. This is gonna be best of three. I know some of you guys have never played this format before, or if you have, it's been a long ass time. So with that said, we're do best of three. That gives you a chance to screw up once and kind of get yourself in the groove, and then actually get a proper fight in. So best of three. There'll be 45-minute rounds. If you go to time, it's a tie. So it'll be 0+3 as usual, but it'll be a tie if you don't put your games in that time as it would be with any actual tournament. Pairing will be done by Tom, so it's not like me manually doing everything. This is Tom setting it up. So your pairings will be pairings. It should be 3 rounds. It's like 5 of us tonight. So the decks that are going to be represented tonight for the people watching right now, I'm going to go ahead and switch over to our actual camera so you can kind of start seeing our setup. Can you kill that light real quick? Nice. All right, I need to turn these lights on. Oops. Can you click the button in the middle? There we go. Okay. So the decks on tonight's bracket are, yes, that works really well. Zoroark with Lycanroc, Blacephalon GX, Ultra Necrozma GX, Buzzshrine Garbodor, and Granbull. With that said, let's get to round one pairings. Whoever is my pair for this round will be on stream first, and then it'll just be table one that stays this here for the rest of the stream. So let's see what we get. Go Tom, go. Look how slow this thing is sometimes. All right, Adrian, you got the buy. Let's see. Adrian got to buy Jay. We are going to be playing first. So it's going to be Granbull versus Blacephalon. And off stream is going to be Ultra Necrozma versus Zoroark Lycanroc.
That's funny is that I feel like I subconsciously instinctually like
I mean,
it's literally the same thing with Josh at the store. Like me and Josh always.
Yeah.
If it's not me and Josh, it's Josh or Brian, and then it's me and Josh or me and Brian every single time.
alrighty. So 10. What deck are you most excited about seeing tonight? You want to just jump in and watch up so it's that way you can sit. You understand? So a little thing for people who are not familiar with this format. This is a little different in our current standard format in that the player going first can play a supporter card, which is huge. It's amazing how much of a difference that makes. So see if I can manage not to screw up the deck I played a ton of during this format. Probably will mess it up terribly, but we'll see.
It's like I think I only played against you like one time with
This is
Granbull.
not a matchup I did very often, so this will be interesting.
What I was the only Granbull player at locals for the longest time.
Yeah, I know Marty loved you because you always ripped apart his request every time I went against him. That was so great. It was funny too because when I was bringing this up with him originally, he's like, "Oh, you got requested?" I'm like, "No, requested terribly in this format. It's like horrible." We're tables.
Heads.
Tables. I will go first. Yay. Molly. So Lost March did not make it tonight. The person that was going to be playing it is actually playing something else because the person who was going to play that something else is not here. They weren't able to make it tonight. So Lost March will not be on tonight's docket. Gramble, however, is on stream right now. So let's go. Ugh. Space. So for those of you who are not familiar, Ultra Space allows you to search your deck for a Pokemon with the Ultra Beast marker on it. So it's kind of like, think of it like the Rapid Strike or Single Strike markers right now. So an Ultra Beast. And shuffle your deck. To attach Beast Energy to Blacephalon.
Good if we start.
Into Ultra Ball. I'm just gonna go ahead and play the Cynthia and keep shuffling for a couple extra shuffles. Really good rules. Yeah, unfortunately, life happens and some people weren't able to make it tonight. Hopefully, next time we do this, I can get a couple extra people in and we can make sure to cover. Ooh. We can make sure to cover Lost March. So we're stable too. But try not to get that around there. And we'll pass.
Ultra Ball.
It is currently 8:31. To start the one proxy in all of these decks. Hey, 9 card! I know you. So currently the matchup is Granbull versus Granbull versus Blacephalon GX. They need to bring the Ultra Beasts back into the format. Love to have some prized fish. Maybe we'll get them when we get our Distortion World set here at Lost Origin. That would be cool. Ultra Ball again. They can reprint B-String. That would be great. I loved how crazy that gets. Just insane B-String.
Just stop flooding the board.
Yeah. I always loved like when I'd lay it out too. There were times where I'd get 3 or even 4 B strings off. I just like put it on top of everything to like light the board on fire. It was so fun. It was like it lets you see how badly you're about to get wrecked.
And instruct for 2. Shrine.
You know, like the shrine.
Pass.
And give her off return. Oh, that means I don't have to light it. I like it. I'm gonna mysterious treasure for a Naganadel.
You have to put any damage on.
Oh, I do. Yes, good catch. Okay. That. Go ahead. Sightseer for 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Treasure. Naganadel. Hey, Vice Games. Thank you for joining us. Yeah. Granbull was indeed a budget deck, but it was actually a pretty good one, so it did pretty well. Definitely caused some problems for some other decks. Charging up. Retreat. Burst GX. Would have preferred earlier. Uh-oh. That's the original ball guy. The OG. Let's go get great off. I'm just gonna go back in. So that there's you might see that Ditto on my opponent's side of the field. Ditto is probably one of my favorite cards in this format, and honestly one of the better ones in the format. Ditto had an ability called Almighty Evolution that allowed it to evolve into any stage 1 that you wanted. It was really great for some flexibility in decks. It ran multiple lines. It served as like your 5th basic Pokemon for whichever line you needed. Or if you needed to run a thinner line, like say maybe for example you don't need 4 Slugma, you could run 1 or 2, and then it would serve as a third or a second or third.
Rescue Stretcher. Move. I'm gonna sprint.
I would love that. I would love for Ditto to be a sparkling Pokemon.
Another Nest Ball.
Ditto was a much better Zoroark. There really isn't a comparison between them two. Ditto was a lot better. Ditto added a flexibility to decks that Zoroark can't quite manage.
Instruct for one. And yeah. Another rough start.
Turn.
Supplements trying.
Actually, it's 3 now.
Yeah.
But it's okay. It's gonna go away. Ultra space. Wiggle. Lily for 5. 1, 2, 4, 5. I'm gonna tap return. Charging up. And we're gonna go ahead and bursting burn. So you're confused and burned. Taking 20 from the burn and flipping for burn.
It's been a while. So draw for turn. At the beginning, right?
So you're good.
Burned
No longer
anymore.
burned. All right, and it's your turn.
Pretty true. Touch for turn.
Yeah,
Where is it?
that ain't standard legal anymore.
If only. Instruct for one.
Gotta get that cargo out.
Yeah. It's the only issues.
Locating the cargo.
Yeah. I think I'm just gonna risk it.
Right.
This first issue. Yeah, might as well just go ahead and Guzma up that. Now sprint. That's why I didn't like sprint.
Bam.
Yeah.
He sprints a lot less painful when you have a ball or when you have a cargo.
I mean, an ultra ball.
Just thinking like right now, training court would be wonderful. There are some cards in the current format that are going to be missed when they're going.
Put that you smooth over. Depends how long I'm trying to remember what I'm supposed to be looking for.
The last time I played Gramble, it was with Cosmic Eclipse cards in it, so it's not the same deck really.
Yeah, that little. Was it Duskull?
Duskull, yeah. Actually, it would have been Sword and Shield too, because it had Quick Ball in it also. It was very many.
And then I already instructed for this turn.
Yeah,
Right?
I have.
Oh well, didn't go the way I wanted it to do, so all out for 30.
30. Draw. Good though. All right, we're going on the cargo. Star 2, unfortunately. I'm off by 10 if I don't. We're not discard lost one. So we're gonna do 1. And we're going to Cargo's gone.
Draw. Instruct for 1.
Oh, stop. I know I said I wanted Shrine and Punishment back. I want it less now.
And Mysterious Treasure. And fail. And then all out for a knockout.
Should have Beast Energy earlier. Should have known that was only a KO. Draw 4 turn. Heat Factory Prism Star. Is Heat Factory Prism Star? 1, 2, 3. B string. It's gonna end up being best of ones in 45 minutes. Jeez. We're already down 20 minutes.
Definitely
Jeez.
having to play a little slower, trying to remember
Yeah,
everything.
it's a bit rusty. Jeez. Sights here for 4. 1, 2, 4. Ultra Ball. Do it. Let loose.
Let's just shuffle back in, right?
Shuffle no force. Just judge.
It's like it's not Marnie.
No, it's judge. It's a slightly less painful shuffle. Slightly. Can you imagine if there were a Marnie instead of
Play 4.
Base string.
Jesus.
I'm decking about doing this though. Lose by deck out. No.
I'm pretty sure that had happened to you at one
I
point.
100% deck myself
Especially
out.
with Blacephalon.
Oh, and you know, I just realized too. I didn't go to the active. Stupid me. Cool. I'll let loose.
I was like, I remember you running 2 of those.
This is not my original list. This is a list that was inspired by my original list. Yeah, I didn't have to graduate. Oh, I haven't used charging on Get though. Use this. I'm stupid. Haven't charged up yet. I was fine. I was fine. Well, now I'm less fine because I've drawn more cards, but I'm going to hate the fact that I'm doing 80 damage. We're going to turning point. So I think I played this game wrong. I think I need to use the Blacephalons after all. I don't think using the Naganos was the right choice.
Yeah.
Attach for turn. First, she just wants attention. This is not what I wanted.
Yeah, you should have one.
And if I play this wrong, I was thinking, oh, let's go on with a single prize. No big deal. This will be the right course of action. No, it won't. Especially after just nuking the hell out of my deck like that.
And all out for 160.
Well, this is why we revisit these old formats, right? Draw for turn.
Oh yeah, what is it? 2 cards.
Is it only 2? Yep, sure is. Turning point for knockout. Not what I want to see, but yeah. Doing the knockout number was bad. I think I'm stupid actually.
Yeah, I mean,
I'm gonna deck out.
yeah, because even like right now, I mean, mysterious
Yeah,
treasure.
there was
Let's
There's no chance of me winning that.
see, it was. Now there's the other night cargo and the pal pad. Worried about that.
Game 2. Game 2 with 20 minutes left. Let's see if we can. Now that we're slightly less rusty. Yeah. I don't remember exactly. It's either 14 or 15. If you go to justinbasil.com/retro/sum-lot, it has all the deck lists that we're running tonight, plus the ones that didn't get run. Last 2 cards in deck are freaking. Anyway, they were the energy switches I needed for a couple to fix the problem I made. It's quite high. Blacephalon ran a lot of fire energy. And it was fine because you would lay for a Sightseer and just nuke them. So they were available to you later on with charging up. I will admit that most of the versions of Blacephalon at the time were not running Sightseer. They were instead running Sophocles, which may or may not be the better card, but I really liked Sightseer, so I kept Sightseer on my list. I will go first. That was terrible. See if I can screw this up less, or if it's going to be an O2 for me. Better start at least.
Not for me.
Good volume for once.
Yeah.
Ready. Turn. State's treasure. Add better targets that should use. I did not do it right. Didn't nix the twist spam the other treasure. Just done the fire energy with.
You definitely don't need it against me.
Well, that was just clear my hand, but I could have done it with treasure. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. You're going to that. Do the not stupid thing. A little less stupid. That's you. Okay.
Fine.
Ow! Stop it. I'm gonna really hate going against you in that. You're called next to build around shrine. Oh, that's horrible for me too. Freaking trash a lynch.
Yeah.
Trash lynch was 10. Oof. That's a card that needs to be reprinted though. Can you imagine what that would do to you? Dude, Garbota right now would be dark type too.
Ultra Ball.
So a dark type trash lynch reprint, which is murder,
Yeah.
especially as a single prizer.
With all the all the items in there.
Yeah. And because it's Zoroark, you could slip it in at any time. Oh, I'd love it.
Start. Pass.
King. I had one ready already. I'm gonna bump it though. Evolve. Heat Factory for 3. 1, 2, and 3. Jeez. Yeah, this format was crazy because it was right after the rotation to Sun Moon on, right? This is the first like really solid release of a set. People underestimated Lost Thunder as a set in general. They thought it wasn't that good, which it turned out to be literally the opposite. It was one of the best sets in that range. And then you had single prizers running around like crazy. You had two prizers running around like crazy. But they all felt like they all mattered. Like there wasn't one deck where it was just like, yes, this is the best deck in the format. It was all, okay, well, these are the matchup spreads.
Yeah, I remember people complaining about like Zoroark, but like compared to now, that Zoroark was not a problem.
No, Zoroark wasn't really a problem. It would be. I think the biggest problem I have with people complaining about Zoroark is that it's like complaining about Chichino or Inteleon. It's like it's in everything, but it's also like not. It's like not. It's yeah, like it's prevalent, yes, but it's not. It's not the problem. It's an engine.
Although he was able to use a decent attack at least.
Oh yeah, I mean he was. Arceus is the same thing, right? He can use a decent tech for sure.
Also, a lot of back and forth in decks. I mean, matches. At least to me back then, it felt like they lasted longer too. I don't know. If that's because single prizers were rampant.
Yeah, it's long enough for the single prizers. I think that's one of the big reasons they went for the 3 prizers was to try to make the game shorter. But no, because then there's no back and forth. We're gonna go ahead and charging up ×2. And then we are going to nuke that Orangaroo.
Nest ball.
But it's going to be a draw. This is lead 1-1.
Really didn't have much anyway. Just gonna make a mess for 40. I was like, I would say don't forget the pings, but oh right, I'll have to, I forgot you bumped it. Never mind.
Bumped it for good reason. Yeah.
Yeah,
They do. That's the one thing too, like Shrine of Punishment was weird because it is just 1 in between every turn. But man, did it hurt. I guess part of that is everything had less HP, right? But
yeah. At least the GXs with like super strong attacks.
yeah, like Blacephalon, for example, 180. He was a literal blast cannon. He did not last.
The magical swap Lele would show up.
Where's my Lele when I need it? We're going to have some fun. And then we're going to thank you, Beast Energy.
Or simple.
I love my prize card. Can't wait to get. Oh, you guys, you don't play Let Loose. Yay! Yay, Blacephalon not playing Let Loose.
Mysterious treasure and failed it.
And Instructor 3.
Yeah, I'll to finish shuffling. If only they let you just fail the search cards and not require you to shuffle.
That would be too easily abusable, I think. You'd be exploiting all the things.
Because it was like 2 randomizations essentially. And I'm out to pass again.
That's gonna be game then. This because I can do this. This is the Sightseer was my prize.
I just attach an attack. Yeah.
I didn't need to attach it. That was enough by itself.
Yeah, I mean, I could have Ultra Ball to prolong one more turn, but
All right, we have 8 minutes for the last game. Let's see how it goes. This is probably not going to be over 8 minutes, but we'll see. Oh. Oof.
2 great balls, an ultra ball, and 2 energies, and a choice fan prize.
I'm assuming you're going first.
Yeah. Let's see if that helps my start.
I don't know what's wrong with these sleeves. All the other ones are fine. These sleeves like catch each other crazy. I don't know if it's because I see that doesn't make sense. It's just these sleeves specifically. Your deck's sleeves are fine. Everybody else's deck's sleeves are fine. It's a minor like. And that won't happen. Like right now, if I were going to an actual tournament, I would 100% be swapping them because I would probably get deck checked and fail it. No, like they're all these corners are all screwed up,
Bent in.
and they make it so it's a pain in the rear to shuffle.
Crazy because the lights too, you can see through them now.
Yeah, it's real intense.
Alright. Draw for turn.
Oh boy, that's a much better setup. Oh.
Yeah, something at least. Great ball.
Only you had an air balloon.
What am I doing?
How about a float stone?
Huh.
Watsy did a video about how float stone will never get reprinted. I'm like, I think you're wrong, but okay.
I could see it.
I think-
I don't think pivoting's really an issue right now.
It will be
With who?
rotation. It's gonna be a
Oh.
big problem actually. We're losing air balloon. We're losing bird keeper. We're losing basically all of our switch cards except switch. So it will be. I would very much welcome float stone reprint, but we'll see.
They minded. Especially with all the shenanigans. I don't remember if Ultra Necrozma ran Floatstone back then. I just remember Invasion.
I think it did. In fact, I think the invasion was the one that ran it, or that you attached to, because you could invasion, attach to the bench, and then retreat, and then get the other guy back out.
Bloodstone, I remember one too. The Russian.
Yeah, it was the same ability. Invasion is Russian by a different name. We don't have an invasion right now. That would help. That would help our Rayquaza so much.
Pass.
Drop turn. Maybe. Let's see. I'm going to nuke. I should not have played game one the way I did. That's true. Rope does stay. Still, switch and rope. That's it though. Like there's no retreat tool at all, which is crazy. Like or I should say, there's no general retreat tool. There are retreat tools. You have Snow Leaf Badge. That's it.
So say a skateboard gets reprinted.
No, let's not. Going to attach
We know
there.
for sure what sets are getting.
Yes, we do. Actually,
What's the,
it's not by set anymore. It's by a
oh,
regulation.
the regulation one.
Man, I would have loved to use a turn 1 supporter at least.
So what? So what's the new?
It's effectively Battle Styles on, but there are cards from later sets rotating, and there's a huge chunk of Shining Face that's not rotating. Yeah, so it's basically Battle Styles on. But even though Quick Ball was reprinted in Fusion Strike, it's still deregulation mark, so it will still rotate. Burst GX.
Turn. Great ball.
I think Float Zone would ruin Leafeon. But Leafeon's already in a bad spot anyway. So, yeah. Be weird too because you'd have to be running Tool Jammer because there's no Tool Scrapper anymore. So Tool Jammer to shut Footstone off, which actually I think is fine. That's nice, but I know I had a conversation with Jake Gearhart a little bit through Twitter. He's talking about how, Tool Jammer is basically just HP boost in the next format. It's like that may be the case, but like it's not just an HP boost and it's not always an HP boost. It's like, yeah, it counters choice belt, but like, okay.
Switch. Struck for one. Three flint.
Fiery Flint. I'm glad I have the promos for those. I didn't think I did.
I still have mine.
That card got so
Yeah,
expensive.
Mhm.
It's crazy too because when Dragon Majesty came out, it was a horrible set, and I didn't know that at the time because I had just come back. So my idiot self decided to order a bunch of bulk from eBay. And I got like a whole ETB full of bulk, and it ended up being actually very worth it in the long run because I had gotten a bunch of the Fiery Flints.
What, they hit like $8, I think.
Yeah, they were expensive. Ultra Space. I'm gonna go back in here in a second. We're going to ball. No. And we are going to
I still shuffle, right? Even though I have nothing.
yes, you do. Because okay, you gotta think of it. Every time it shovels like that, you gotta think about it in this way. You could have used Mallow, you could have used Smooth Over, and the effect of that needs to reset that for you.
I always forget the small technicalities. 1, 2, 3.
This is fantastic. Really. Bursting Burn. Confusion and burn, 20 damage.
Any damage? Hit.
Nope. Needed the extra burn damage. No, we got McCarthy now too. All right, players, that is time. Current player, your turn 0. You don't even need to clear your hand. You don't even need to clear your hand.
I mean, I could not attack. I know.
Is it even possible for us to end this game in anything other than a tie?
Is what?
This is your first turn, right?
Yeah, turn 0.
You would have to get 6 prizes in 2 turns. And I would have to get 5 in 2
It was
turns.
wants to draw for them. It's 1-0. They're starting game 2.
1-0 or 1-1?
1-0.
Then
Starting game two.
whoever is 1-0 is the one that gets the win for the round. Yep. I don't think it is, right? It's just a tie.
Yeah, I don't think. I could try. I don't think I can, because even if I'm somehow able to knock out both Blacephalons.
You would have to Guzma up this one.
Yeah.
Knock this one out. You have to get a choice belt. Or you do have a choice band. You have a choice band, but you need. I mean, you could try. Let's play it out.
Let's see. So first, I'm gonna smooth over then.
Scrubs, you are not the only one. I miss this format dearly, and I'm a little, very very rusty on it. But
I think that's why our games are going so well.
yeah, well, we're on slow because we're all trying to remember
this.
these cards, or at least two of us are trying to remember this card. Your turn, you probably remember the cards too. But the 2 player, well, no, just one of them actually. He's the only one that had
3.
So Ryan has not played this format at all prior to this whole event starting and stuff. Although he got a chance to try his deck out last Saturday, so he has a little bit of experience with it at least. But yeah, he hasn't. He
Well,
hasn't
that
played this
didn't
format
work.
before.
Unfortunately.
Guzma?
Oh no, I mean I have the Guzma, but I ain't gonna be able to clear out the
You need a Guzma, Gramble.
yeah, so I can't.
No.
I mean, I guess I can just Guzma for the hell of it and bring that up.
Okay.
I don't even know why I turned all of that setting on.
Equals. Yeah, I miss this format.
It's a great format. I'll make a mess for 40. Unfortunately.
Not 40 though, right?
That's 20 for each card I discarded. Discarded 2. Oh right, yeah. I forgot about choice.
Alright, my turn, turn 1. Kings. This pains. I'm looking at my hand and lamenting this bursting burn.
Another confusion, right?
Which you're gonna know about us. That's fine. Would you smooth over for your evolution or what?
I mean, not yet. But again, it's not really a. Oh, I mean, that works. True. But yeah, but it's still a tie.
Yeah, so you just call.
Yeah, but it's draw to the knockout too. But
Yeah, that's it. Because I can't get off all my prizes in one. All right, so it's a draw. 1-1.
obviously they're trying. That's why Shrine matters.
It's crazy how much time these matches are taking.
It's crazy because when we were doing the testing and stuff, it was the same situation
Yeah.
where, like, what was it? Was it Rayquaza versus? I don't remember which match it was. It was Rayquaza versus something. Like the first game, like game 1 took like an hour and a half. It was
Wondering if it's just the format or it's just us trying to remember how to play.
Well, that format was standard testing for Brilliant Stars.
Oh, really?
That was Brilliant Stars testing. It just wasn't Mew. Well, no, he's. And who took it out there? He started the round.
Right.
Ryan got it?
Yeah.
Too bad Marty didn't show up. I know he would have loved to play his red. Why talk? Look behind me.
All right, so table 1 is actually. I'm still at table 1, so I guess I'll be on stream still. You're going to be going against Ryan at table 2. And I'll be going against you, so you're my opponent. Mariano, you got the bye. This matchup, I don't think I did ever.
No?
No. Because everybody was playing Zoroark stuff, and I would always mow down Zoroark. But I don't think I played against Buskrow. If I did, I probably lost horrifically, and I'm trying to black it out. Yeah. So did you play this deck at all during the format, or just gonna be new to you?
So I jumped in format probably at Lost Thunder.
So right.
So right as it was coming.
So this
coming
is
through.
so was your format.
I think I really started getting into it with Team Up. So that's why I played Gardevoir, Sylveon decks.
Gotcha.
And like, yeah, I just never. I think I ran Zoroark, Lycanroc, and that was that's the last I remember. That's that whole rotation.
Oh, good purchase.
Yeah,
I think they rotated early because they didn't want Zorak to take worlds. So I'm just gonna tap.
did you want to say this?
What tails?
Yeah, I'll go first. See, I don't remember in this format if it was beneficial to go first or second.
Yeah, it's still first. It's not as impactful as current, but yeah, it's still first. Well, shit. Involuntary looking. What? This is a bad start. This is actually about the worst start I can have in this deck.
It's tough to do. That is the worst.
Like, if I don't have absolute fire here in a second, I might just scoop the game too, because this is so bad. Save us the time. Oh, and you got fire start too, and I'm so screwed. I can't even hit you for weakness because energy drive doesn't hit for weakness. Oh man.
In this format, you can't attack first, right?
You cannot attack it for sure, but you can play a support card.
Oh, you can.
Yes,
Okay.
you can. That's some of the biggest differences. Frankly, the best difference.
Judge.
Actually, no, I won't. Still,
Judge Martin.
there was a judge, at least you can draw back into it.
Yeah.
Like, you have a good hand, you're not completely screwed. They got all like good stuff at the bottom. Like the way I would describe Marnie is like it's like soft discarding your opponent's hand. Like it's not really discarded, but it kind of is.
Just resets. That's up to you.
That's a beautiful starting hand. A beautiful starting board in general.
Pass.
Bench. Space. Whipple. Stage treasure. Let loose.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, let loose.
Shuffle your hand, right?
It's judge basically.
We draw 4. Right.
It's exactly judge.
That's judge. Yeah.
It's just
Pokemon.
judge.
Marshall's had so many different abilities. Like,
Yeah, it really has. Yeah, resetting hole. You had the resetting hole. Honestly, is the biggest one.
yeah, the big one.
And you had the GX had the one that copied basic Pokemon.
Yeah.
Sightseer for 4. 2, 3. Into Ultra Ball. quick run. It's not a Naganadel. Not the best start, but it's not. Especially I didn't start with Lele. Be too bright there. Start ripping me to pieces. Especially as I'm gonna have all these abilities in play. Pass to you.
Sir.
You know.
Ultra Ball. Grab my Ricardo. Play my disc ball. It's
Just for them stars though.
see, I thought you could only have one in your deck.
One of each.
One of each, right?
Yeah. They're not like the Radiant Pokemon or like T-Specs.
Yeah.
Those you can only have one of. These are one of each.
I'm using Stroke first.
Sledgehammer. And you don't have to worry about having an empty hand either. Pardon me. Turn on it.
Wait, got two. Smooth over. Sure.
I'm assuming you would instruct.
Yeah, smooth over.
Smooth over, put
Yeah.
it on top of your deck.
Oh, my bad. My bad.
Yeah.
You're right. Oh, then I should use. Okay. Display. Alright, I use Sledgehammer 30, 60, 90. Or
You got
30, 60, 80.
100, right?
30,
30, 60.
80.
Turn. Evolve. Everything out. Let's return set Sierra 5. Off. Charging up. Yeah, there it is.
Yeah. You smooth over.
That's what the other damage was for. It's Kukui.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, yeah.
So I know there was 20 damage somewhere. It already accounted for it.
And Lily for 3. Sledgehammer for
110. It's okay.
60. Yes.
Turn. String. Let loose. So one of these decks actually going to be it's March. It's Matt Partner party Lost March.
Oh, that last one.
Yeah, I just forget them. I was like, you know what? I'm having fun. Went and grabbed the promo version of it just for giggles.
Yeah.
Let me get some room. Strength. Yeah. Where did I? No, I don't think I did that. This year was last turn.
Yeah.
Okay. I just wanted to make sure it wasn't double. This is why I wish it just stayed up. That's why I do that usually, but
Yeah.
B string.
Jeez. It's your last beast room, right?
You can run one more. Probably not really hit the other one, but this pen I think I needed. Damn, it feels a lot thinner. A lot of that fire energy came up there. Let's see. Going to attach return.
Okay.
Charging up. Yep, charging up. On fire. And turning point for knockout.
This goes into muscle, right?
Yes. So fine takes the pain. Actually, that was their last turn, right? So
Yeah.
He's taking 2 now.
Off turn. Catch return.
And now I die. Horribly. Oh man. You're resistant.
That's full. Plus one. You smooth over.
It's 53 ability, right? Oh man. 1, 2, 3, 4. 250 damage. What card you're playing to me about? Okay.
Yeah, smooth over.
I tell the next one, I was like, wait, what?
Yeah, use Nethwall, got my Buzzwole. Now I'm using smooth over. Using Struts. I'll play Lily for 4.
And this was definitely a time where the coin flip mattered a lot less.
Yeah. Evil Admonition for that.
Or choose brother. I was thinking it was weakness, but it's actually not weakness. Let's turn. Probably looking a little.
Your discovery.
Yeah.
Oh.
We're going to find bomb.
What's your
Choice which just counted.
items? Catch return. Try and punch me back out. Screwed over. It's hard to remember what all these stores did.
Rainbow's been in for a while though. Rainbow was the original Aurora. Originally printed in Team Rocket. Ooh, what's that?
Lily for 2.
It's a KO. It's a KO, right? That's a KO. This is gonna be 160, right? The 20 plus or 20 times? 20 times, right?
Yeah, trash slash.
Sure. Biggest problem for me with your deck is I can't go after 2 praisers. There aren't 2 praisers to go after.
Go after, yeah.
Really hurts my price trade. So all your single prices are, well, not all of them, most of them are basics. All the ones that matter are basics. Puzzle.
Yeah.
Our voters not, I guess, but searching. And charging up for, or not charging up, turning point. You know what I meant.
Yeah, I got you. Turn. Who's Mop more shadow?
Price left.
Yeah, just one.
Game
That's
of
game.
yes.
I think it's coming back.
You know, it's not coming back to me. How do I freaking play this deck? I used to do really well with this deck, and I haven't. I don't think I won a single game. No, I won one.
Yeah.
So, like, it's because I have really hard matchups.
Yeah.
Maybe I'll move Brian with
We're
Zohar.
playing a bunch of single prizes too. Isn't it?
Yeah, that's the problem. Is
I think that's what Blacephalon was meant to go
on
after.
multi-prizers.
Go for big knockouts, big KOs.
It really struggles with single prizers, and that's been pretty obvious. Matchups have been so far.
Yeah.
Shit might get paired against Mario. Buy right now, so I might get paired against him. Or I get a buy. I might get a buy too. So we'll see. We shall see. I'll go first.
Okay.
Please don't have a lately start. There's a ton of basics.
Yeah, that's what I
like
had no problem with. Fine.
seeing a card effect where it's like reveal cards in the top of your deck until you find a basic Pokemon. Put it on your bench. I run orange for 2, 4 not 4 Whipple, 4 plus F1. Oh, what? And then it's still mulliganing.
What do you fire energies in front of there?
I think it's either 14 or 15.
14?
Yeah. Double check. Yeah. All right. Run 2.
Oh, take one mulligan.
Well, so we're actually being able to play this turn one, not being worried about like blocking myself out of stuff. Okay.
What is it?
No, I have that one. Or is something else I don't like. Which actually might need to use this one. Should replace these. I don't know if they were old and I got packed them in a box or something, or what. Don't shop like it.
Okay. Use your ultra space. Plus one. Then try to punishment. Use my one of the toy pools. Catch return. Sledgehammer. On the shrine.
I was just realizing.
sledgehammer for
660.
and take your shrine. Take the punishment.
It's just a loss, honestly. Almost bursting burn. You're burning confused. Take 20, flip.
Oh, okay.
And never sticks. I just needed it to hit twice. Major.
Judge. Judge. Did you take your extra shrine?
Yeah.
Probably not. Okay. Turn. Put your blow. Use instruct. And then I have to flip to attack, right?
Yes, sir. It is 630. Turn. Yeah, this is better than one I have. Yeah, ready for Jen jumping. Speaking of our feline languages. That's how good I am. Yes, absolutely. 1, 2, 3. For a second, I was thinking of a judge. No. That was the main attachment, right?
That was about, I think it's
It
manual
was
attached now.
manual. So charging out. Oh, you're at 5 already.
Yeah.
Perfect. It's confusion.
Yeah.
Oh. So I need to do 2 now. Cool. Mind blown.
Officer. Would you take your shirt?
Yeah. It's okay. I wouldn't. Oh no, because you're.
Well, you have 4 prize cards remaining. Name say that. Struck for 1. And sledgehammer for
That's your turn. What you got? Bills. B string.
Yep.
Yeah, sure. Lily for 4. Four. B string. Wait, then after you start B string, I could heard what 6 cards can do. Well, 4, but. Effect 3.
I don't know.
No, you can use.
Can use it.
Oh no, you
I don't
can't.
even know. Don't even know why
Is that why? Lewis. So it sounds so ominous. Like,
Legends.
well, I mean, you would think, like, it outside of the context of Marsh Shadow, it'd be like, oh, you're just having a fun time, right?
Yeah.
With Marsh Shadow, though, it's like a doom situation. This is knock out those. I'll take that.
All right. Double this one.
well, it does have energy on it, doesn't it?
It
Is it the?
doesn't have
Oh, it doesn't have it.
instructs for 3. How do you play a sport this tournament? Yep. Haven't played a sport in a while. Play judge.
This game's a lot more back and forth. This one's way close.
What's your energy? Or to be deadly in order.
Yeah, that's another one. Exact same text. Don't even need to scale it upward. Just exactly the same text.
Maybe give it a little more HP, but at 90
Yeah, make it 110 or something.
yeah.
But yeah, same effect attack damage wise. That hits and then you.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're better than an asshole.
Why have you?
Because I mean, it's gonna have what 4 or 5 minimum.
Yeah.
He's smacking it around for 500 damage probably.
Catch for turn. Acrobatic. Pass.
So for turn, yeah, that's gonna get knocked out. Make things worse.
That's a rough.
The beast ring is still alive. Turn. I have exactly 3 price cards remaining, so it's going 160 minus your resistance of 20 is 140. It's okay. It's gonna be
Rough turn. Instruct. Lily.
no. All right, players, that is time. 3 turns, 0 plus 3 turns. Just the Digimon, we're gonna have to call out the time too.
Alright.
The Digimon isn't just 0 plus 3, it's also 5 minutes. Whichever one hits first.
60.
Should have it like that, right?
Yeah, no, it doesn't. Not just short. Or no, you. Yeah, yeah. Okay. What 30, 60? Oh, it's short.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Shorter than that.
Still live.
Oh
I
my
don't even know
god.
if I need to go into it. I really don't. I guess I could try it to thin, but just in the crowd. Charging it. And then turning point. Oh,
We did it over there.
and he's
Let's put the right energy on this guy. Smooth over.
great right now. I don't have any GXs out, so Shrine ain't doing the squad.
Yeah, it's just sitting there. Strike for one. Dinner for four.
This is what's gonna happen. You're gonna knock out me. I'm gonna
Trash for it.
I need to count. It's 20 damage. Like, there's no point in counting it. Do you actually have on this knife at all? Just so I can switch it off if I needed to. And then turning point for weakness is going to be 160. So it's good. That was interesting. It's ends up being a draw.
Okay.
But,
What were we doing? Best of three or?
yeah, that's okay. We won the first one. I won that one. So
Yeah.
1-1. So it's a draw.
That was
That was a good game. Though.
yeah.
It was extremely back and forth.
I had a slow start, but picking it picked up a little bit. I like how
I basically didn't have a good start until you let me B-string. That's when I
B-string.
picked up. Hey, Poketech. We just ended this round, I don't know about our compatriots in the other room. I was playing Blacephalon. I just tied. He's playing Buzz Shrine Garb. So these are good old last other decks. There's our record in. We'll see what the guys got going on. I love this format. Even when you lose, you still feel like you're having fun.
yeah.
It's not like mute. Like we play against mute. It's like So that our Patriots also had ended up ending in a draw. All right, so
It's a draws.
lots of draws. Yeah, you can tell we don't play best of three very often. At least not timed best of three. All right, let's. It's also been like what, roughly 2 years since any of us have done best of three matches. All right, final round. I got the bye, so I'm gonna stick around here. It is table one is Ryan versus you.
Okay.
Oh, you are so fucking favored. You have massive favorite.
Just pull out the
Dude,
door.
Yeah, he's playing Zora. He's smashed right into it. Oh, you're good. I can actually do the producing instead of playing. I'm trying to produce at the same time.
I'll just stay in my.
All right, so it's Mariano versus J. Mariano versus JD versus Ryan.
All right. Fighting it on there.
Yeah.
Game is going by really like slow, right?
Sneak in here. I can still hold produce. Alrighty. I can do some commentary. Well, this is fun. Even though I mean I've won a game in each of those series. So it's fun.
And all these games gone in time, like without finishing.
Tight both rounds. Tight both rounds. I think part of it, like I said, is that we're rusty with this format. Part of it is
I can't see Rusty that I haven't played it.
well, you're the you're the only one here that didn't play it at all.
Mariano.
I didn't play this format.
Oh shit.
Yeah, he did play this format. He was playing Zora or something in this format though. As he was fairly new at the time. You were fairly new at the time
Yeah.
too. Yeah, he did play this format.
It's on hiatus. I think I played. Last time I played, I left in Dark Explorers.
I left in Boundaries Cross. Well, I left in Black and White. I played the first two sets in Black and White. Then I came back to Boundaries Cross, just for like a very least not actual play.
Yeah.
But before that was Diamond and Pearl era, like right when Hardcore
Both of you
came out.
ready for this? Came back during prison.
I know yours.
Genesis.
Dang.
It was
Yeah,
a
I
long hiatus. It was a very long
Yes.
hiatus.
I'll go first because orders don't matter.
Supporters
It's
are wonderful
like-
in this format. That's the thing that I've loved about some of the most there. Is like if you go first and you don't have a busted set of items in your hand, you can still succeed at setting yourself
Yeah.
up because you can play a supporter card. But like in the current format, if you don't have a busted set of items, you just don't set up.
Yeah.
Then ultimately you're probably gonna get donked or just fail, do anything but lose anyway. Alright, so this particular setup, guys, those who are watching, is going to be Zororock versus Buzz Shrinkar.
That sounds German.
Buzz Shrinkar.
Nothing.
when he starts to I was gonna make a really bad joke. Almost like that.
Not on screen.
Not even off stream, honestly. It's just bad. Not bad in any appropriate sense, just bad as not a good joke.
Oh.
Um, but yeah.
Okay. Have a bad start.
You got
I started-
sequence.
I started our first game against each other with freaking Lele. Started the damn game with Lele.
This?
It's okay.
Hey Siri, stop.
Good to all the draws. You could draw like half my deck.
Good thing is this gets us warmed up for best of threes when tournaments back locally, right?
Oh man, I'm so
And
like,
not proxies.
And no proxy.
kind of upset I couldn't go to regionals. Man. Salt Lake
I would
City.
have loved to go to regionals. I actually would have. I really wanted to go to Salt Lake. I just couldn't. Oh, hey, that's a familiar start. Yeah, Salt Lake is the one I would have probably gone to. I don't know if I can swing Indianapolis.
What does he do? I forgot what he did.
Roadblock.
Do your bench. Your
Oh,
bench
bench
is
to four?
restricted to 4.
Alright.
No overriding.
Unless it's lower. So, I'm gonna ask, how have this is your first time playing Lester? How have you been enjoying Less Rocks?
Oh, this,
Or not those are-
this is my play
Zorro.
style.
It's your place.
I'm loving it.
Hey Raymond, how are you?
This is my shenanigans that I would do. What's funny is you know it's my level of
I'm the
shenanigans.
one that picked this deck for you because I figured you'd like it. Should do.
It's just let me know that you used supporter.
Okay.
Did you get anything good out of your ETPs?
Got one good thing. I just remember what it was. I have to go back to the stream.
Sledgehammer for 30.
I think one of my art cases. Or maybe that was the I don't remember.
Yeah.
Since you guys are full of shenanigans. So this is round 3, the final round of the tournament tonight. Doing best of 3s. Everybody has such bizarre records. These all the ties. Like I'm 102. One win because of the bye and 2 ties. It's a familiar friend. This is actually a really hard matchup.
Me?
Yeah.
They're lying.
Was that?
But then, right? Pretty 20, 40, 60, 80. Good. I just realized that I screwed up.
Okay.
Yeah, I already said it.
Here, anytime. It's crazy because Zorark is such a monster in terms of how much power it has with its draw, and then it has a decent attack on top of it. But it's weak to fight. I was looks like game over. Yeah.
Strokes for one. Four.
Here's the thing.
Sledgehammer for 100. Yeah. On
Would it be
30.
sick?
Oh yeah, 150. And then a week to fight.
Talk about the return of Stadium. Dang. At least you're not playing like freaking was it Obsidian that runs the late. I can't remember which one it is. Where they spread the living hell out of damage. It's just like, and we're gonna rearrange it until you're all knocked out. That was always a fun one to deal with. Marty is really good about spread stuff. He's really good with spread things. Actually wanted him to play some spread, but he's not here today because he had surgery today. Well, he will not be able to.
Oh, fine, I'm healing. But You do that too? Or never mind. I was thinking about your or it's pseudo oil, right? Yeah. Is that just
Pseudo
me?
oil,
yeah.
It's only just me? Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a pretty screwy card.
Yeah.
Uh,
Watch them print something like this now that we're getting the Papia. That has
Well, we
the
already
thing.
have the stadium, we already have the
Satan can be bumped. Pokemon has to be gusted.
Great. Okay.
sledgehammer.
Feels
Spearman.
dirty. Feels dirty.
I like that second place. Oh,
Make sure. Thank you.
Marco.
Are you leading that?
no. Had 3 grand surprised.
Biggest deal.
Also, just the first match too.
This is still game one for them too.
Sledgehammer.
Yeah.
Got that 1 damage pink from that
Mhm.
rainbow.
Yeah, first 16.
So you're using Ultra Ball?
Hmm?
Are you using
No,
Ultra
I
Ball?
used Acrobite. I
Alright.
discarded Ultra Ball.
Feels like that Spider-Man meme, where it's just both Spider-Man running at each other. That's just blissful instead.
Sledgehammer for the
Lower there.
You did it for trade. I think you.
No,
Oh, you-
I forgot that.
Oh, for
What?
for Lele.
Yeah.
Um, um, Beating for knockout.
Struck for one. Go for four. Push. Add initiative for the knockout. 50 for every Pokemon you have for the ability.
Yeah, it's like a goddamn trick.
Yeah.
It's just what you need. Make a play.
Yeah, the Weavile. Jeez. Damage them. Take them closer.
Is it just a single prizer puzzle?
Yeah.
Yeah, I saved both. I don't have GX built yet. That's one of the ones I have. But
I've always been interested in playing.
yeah, what I want to do is this black archive here. I'm gonna have 12 some listener decks. I'll just have with me when I'm at league and stuff. So if you want to like sit down and just play a different format, be a little break from standard, I can do it.
You build that Gyarados deck. Which one? Which one? Was it?
That wasn't something lost under though.
It wasn't.
Are you talking about the one that relies on the Magikarps?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, that's not Sun and Moon.
That's ancient. Is that Ancient Origins?
Yeah.
As well as the Gyarados and Zoroark.
Zordos. That was an interesting thing.
And the other Gyarados, it was what, or just discarded the energies from deck. That's something. I was wondering?
Full blasts.
Yeah, which
Was it just discard everything else, right?
yeah.
That's how that would work. I know it works. That effect has worked both ways.
That's what Tina.
Right. It was in the format so to go downhill. Thanks to the two menaces in the format. Pikarom and Zapdos. Adrian's over here like, yeah.
Pikarom.
Zapdos. Pikarom.
Yeah, the doodle did.
When they revealed Pikarom, I think I told you, but I was like, oh.
We were there. We
They
saw on the
done
stream.
screwed up.
Well, the deck was real good with Pikarom. Like, Pikarom was top, right?
Pikarom was up.
And then right behind it was
Zap Beasts.
That beast.
Zap Beasts. The Zapdos paired with a bunch of Ultra Beasts like Circuitry and Dustbowl and Pheromosa.
So weird.
It did really well though.
Ultimate Cross not going to keep up with the
No.
tag team HP.
That tag team issue was max HP is even worse. At least they're evolved. At least it took some more effort to get to that high. Like I remember back with the original GXs, like freaking the Solgaleo GX was the cap 250.
Mm-hmm.
250 just seems so astronomically high.
or was it Ultra Necrozma too? Was big,
Which the girls was like what 170, 190?
but like it was until Zekrom Pikachu.
You're talking about how it was a decent deck.
Yeah.
That's a format. I think probably for lots of format, either Zorak or Interval Cycle.
Yeah.
It's probably Zorak variant. Probably like Zorak. That's actually rough stuff in my head. But yeah, I told you the other 4 decks that are going to be in the mix, right? Regigigas, Hoopa, all of those.
Oh yeah. Me check out that Regigigas Super.
The solid deck. Actually, if you go to the page on justinbizzle.com, it's justinbizzle.com/retro/some-lot. It's each of them has links to videos to show you how the deck plays. All of them are. Let me see how this deck plays. They actually do that. Blood Shrine Guard was actually really hard to find a video for. Believe it or not, despite how popular the deck was.
I feel like it didn't start doing good until the end.
No, Blood Shrine Guard actually was falling off
Hmm.
because it was a Worlds deck.
Oh, that's cool. And might be why nobody wanted to go past the gameplay again.
I mean, you could find the Worlds version of the deck. It was everywhere. This Worlds was Breakthrough Celestial Storm, I believe was that year.
What was it?
Breakthrough through Celestial Storm.
I didn't do Breakthrough.
So you had access to stuff like Max Elixir and it was a good format too. It was a little bit more basic heavy than Lost Thunder. It was still a fairly good format. And he hits Espeon EX. Oh, I love Miraculous Shine. That was such a trolling move. You remember Miraculous Shine? For it was double colors, right?
I think so.
So for double colors, you just devolve all your opponent's Pokemon. Or just trolly as hell too.
This reminds me of I think it was the Lost Thunder Dialga.
Yeah, they turned back a time Dialga.
Yeah, to mess with the Road kill.
And it messed with it did. Throw me apart too. But now that's when I was running this freaking Ninetales. That was a terrible play. What I should have done if I was going to play the little Ninetales, I should have played a split. It should have been like a 3-1 or 2-2 split instead of doing what I did. I basically just played a straight water. It was absolutely dumb.
Still there.
It's like, I have a deck that I play really well and I do well with. Let me bring a different one. I only play one that I haven't tested at all. That I put together like basically the night before. Yeah, it was the dumbest stuff.
Oh, that was at the League Cup, right?
It was a League Cup, yeah.
They had better level.
I did better with freaking Scissor than I did with that Ninetales deck. That's how bad that deck did. And I was freaking with Scissor. I was my elo was so low that I was fighting juniors for the end. My ass, dude.
I just remember Aiden daunting me that League Cup. Couldn't get anything out except the Toy Trucks for 2.
Is that the one? You were still talking about the one at Gamers, right? Or are you talking about the one at?
I don't remember where it was. Was it Gamers Paradise?
Gamers is the one where I brought Scissor. It was Dragon's Lair that was the one that I had Ninetales.
Must have been Gamers. Yeah, I don't. Just playing the deck. It had like that Lottie that was specifically used to dunk.
Yeah. I remember just back then though, like just wanting to make anything.
Most part.
I mean, yeah,
There's variety.
there was a lot of variety, but not Scissor. I was really
At
annoying
welcome
to
and
Zoroark
judge.
decks, which was fun,
At welcome
but
and
That sounds like I don't know if I should judge you, man.
oh wait, oh you do have a hand. For a second I thought you didn't have a hand.
Lily for 4.
Guess I'm gonna start heading out though. It was nice to reminisce.
Yeah. I just found a format where the coin flip isn't besides the game.
I start coming up Friday. It just depends what they have me do at work. Either I'll be sitting on my butt all day, or they might have me like moving boxes to help out.
And next week we start testing Astral Radiance. Being both of you guys, if you want to test a deck for Astral Radiance, you can either hope that you end up getting a chance to play the 2 that I built, or you can build one yourself.
You got Darkrai. Looking at
Darkrai is not what I'm building next week. I'll be building it in the future, but I don't have my building.
about Kisum,
Samurai I have built. Samurai is built.
those are the
And
2 I'm interested
The
in.
other one I'm building for next week, I have not built yet, is Origin Farm Pocket. That one will be ready to go.
Alright, I'm gonna try both those.
So if you want to build something, if you want to play build and break something else, go for it.
Do that. Log it behind me.
Yeah, even if that's something else that's just bringing you then somebody can torture you for suing Samrock.
It's gonna last forever. Filter. Oh,
Do you have any energy on Weebile?
no.
Yeah.
Judge.
Yes, I mean it's that safe. They're both fucking really down or not.
It's full, right?
Yeah, full. Best ball. Just whiff it.
You actually can't whiff
Oh, I can't whiff ball.
You can't even play it.
So I
Your
can't.
bench
You
is
can't.
full, you cannot
Just can't
play
even
it.
play it.
Nope. Yeah, it is not a ball. Because it goes straight to your bench if you don't have a
Smooth
bench
over.
space, you can't. Yeah, I would like an S ball reprint. I would welcome it. I think now that we have Ultra Ball back, we don't need the ball. Like, don't get me wrong, consistency is beautiful, but it's also a bit much.
Yeah.
Nest ball is good because you can't nest ball for a late. So, in our modern format, nest ball for fish. Have to use a ball. Although you could use Adventure Discovery. But then again, if you're using Adventure Discovery to find fish, you're not.
Sit here forever, just pass it to each
Really get locked up a bit there.
other. There's lots of me in the corridor.
I will say though, forcing time is interesting.
Yeah.
Because now it's like with the normal system, we don't even bother taking time, but maybe we should, because it's a better gauge for how well the deck's actually doing.
Flash knockout.
Really a beast.
been nice. Oh, shit, my hand went dead.
One card I would like to have back.
Yeah.
And not just because I don't take none of them.
That's good. Go ahead.
It's like a better bird keeper. Like, I get that bird keeper always does both, but you're only drawing 3 bird keeper. Whereas that's a shuffle draw 5. It's like a better shaman, but also better. I wish they did more supporters like that where they were a flexible option thing.
Mhm. Sledgehammer. 30, 60, 80, 100.
Awesome.
That's all good.
By the way,
I had dinner with the kids for this.
I got to play a little bit of Hisui and Cinema V-Star versus Nunberg TCG.
Yeah. I was watching it earlier.
Oh, yeah.
I finished it though.
As so there's something.
I'm
We're a little one-sided.
really interested in Dark Rhinos.
Yeah.
Dark Rhino.
I just swear the Darker is too slow.
Yeah.
Because even with all the pulling of energy from the Dark Patch, how much is it really?
You get 6 dark patches. Like its
Effectively, yeah.
ability.
But like, it takes a while. They,
So how many energies do you need on your board to one hit kill
It depends if
of,
you're running
of
Weezing or not.
VMAX?
Depends if you're running the Weezing or not. Just Weezing is doubling. But like, okay, so let's go ahead and do that match. Alright, that's time. So time. So 0+3. Card text. And let's do that. Release it. These highlights for Astro. Hacking.
Good bring one.
Alright, so it's 30 times 30 base. So you're gonna need to do 10 damage to knock out this box. So 310 divided by. You need 10, basically 11. Like, this is not good out.
And energy. You're only getting out 6 with the dark patch.
And you're gonna lose energy. It sucks.
And come on. Nice.
Now there is Galarian Weezing, which does the double life on itself and other Pokemon. Weezing
Knockout.
Galarian Weezing. Hate Weezing. Yeah, it is Galarian. So Galarian Weezing Energy Factory. Each basic darkness energy attached to your Pokemon that have Weezing, the name provides darkness or double darkness. Yeah, but more than one energy factory.
But it has to be attached to Weezing.
Wheezing specifically. So I mean, you're gonna put a bunch of stuff on your bench anyway. But that's fine. You just dark patch the Weezings, and each one basically runs 2. isn't as bad. But
That's destruction.
they're just gonna start picking up their wheezings or shut the ability off. It feels slow. Namrod is pretty quick. Yeah, it doesn't get as high for one shot.
Is Corvette surviving rotation?
It is not. Throwback, quick ball, air balloon, all gone. Import gone. Quite a lot of the pretty important cards are gone. Have you looked at the rotations for Outback yet? Probably losses and rotations from Shiny or Chill for Shiny. So currently we are in process to lose Shaky Gillings, Drizzile, Shaky Gillings, and Talion, Headbutt Tantrum, Galarian Zigzagoon,
Structural.
Save IV, Goshen, Zamazan to be both, Chinchino, the Manku Chinchino, Primate Wisdom, Ringuru, Air Balloon, Big Charm, Evolution Incense, Marnie, Metal Saucer, Ordinary Rod, Palpatine,
Sledgehammer,
Ball, and
knockout.
Knockout. And that's just from Sword and Shield base set. Scoop up nuts going to the Tool Scrapper and Gallar Mind and Twin Energy. Plus, all the dust is gone. Crobat, Bird Keeper, Keep Toughness. Telescopic Sight. Yeah, we're definitely losing some important stuff.
So just like a quick.
Oh, how insanely versatile Zoroark is. Like, oh, I need this now. There it is. You know, it'd be really cool if Choice Belt did the plus 30, but if it were attached to a bubble out, Robot would boost their
Splash for knockout.
or damage resistance.
The 110. Oh, that's fine. You go big and use your chicks.
We're doing the Garfield Dancy combo or what? Garfield Dancy for the win.
No, the plus slash. 110 plus 20 knocks out.
Plus the Garfield.
Garfield is well, it's only
Oh, right.
it's dragon.
Da 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 da. It doesn't matter anyway.
Yeah, yeah, he's got it after this turn in.
Good thing is, like, no, does not wait to psychic, so.
Who's up to this one?
Squishy.
Touch your turn. Which hand would fit not coming?
For 50.
Like,
That's true.
To tie. Let's see what Tom decided is the right thing. For a second.
Oh, it's a good thing I kept using the Ditto to evolve stuff because Cargo. Cargo is a discard. I'm not discard.
those turns just sitting with that card on top in the active spot.
I know I put it up there because I was like, I don't
Dude.
make you use a switch and all that crap.
Dude, and I was in my discard. I couldn't even play.
You get in first on tiebreakers. Without the tiebreakers, it's a four-way tie.
Jeez.
These are all the ties we had. I came in second because of tiebreakers. Jeez. Wow. Mariano's the only one that actually lost.
Like
Like
the whole
round,
bit.
yeah. He lost.
What?
Round one
Why
against you.
why was it taking so long?
I think it's just.
Is it just because we don't remember how to play?
I think it's part of it. I think part of it too is that we're not used to like hustling. 'Cause, like I even caught myself a few times being a little too slow with shuffling,
Yeah.
or like being really thorough with shuffling, which Mario was horrible about.
Yeah.
We just shuffle. It's like okay,
He's still doing
it's,
that.
I don't. I'm telling him off about. Like at some point, you gotta move on.
Yeah. Because like if you guys see like any organized event, they don't.
They're gonna call him up first
Yeah.
play. Yeah. But yeah, it's true of us too because we're shuffling too long, we're too slow, and we're taking too long. Like it's a 15-second timer for your stuff. Like I actually got after you for one second. You're taking too long for an action. You have 15 seconds for an action.
Is it 15 or 30?
Some action seconds more. All right, so guys, thank you for tuning in. If anybody is still here, if not, then hopefully you're watching this on VOD and you're enjoying it. Thank you guys so much for watching. I will see you guys next week with the first round of testing for Astral Radiance.